Hi guys and welcome back to Tommy Starcraft. This is your host Tommy with another Starcraft Remastered replay for you guys. Once again we have a great engagement in between two pro players from the South Korean scene. So let me just start by introducing the players to you guys, as we have spawning here in the upper right in the blue it is only Star, but this is of course BISU with his AK. And in the lower left his opponent is called LIFECHANGE. However, this is also a clan member of the same clan here from BISU. It is Mizo, of course, very skilled and strong Zerg player. This game has been played in the year 2015, so once again we're traveling back in time here just to witness a really nice engagement here on a 4 spawning location map. So 2015 it is here, as Mizo is already moving out here with his overlord, and BISU also tries to build here something. We actually have a pylon here into this position, so I believe BISU is indicating to us once again that he's going for a fast expansion move out here. It would be a possibility, but he would also might add 2 gateways here into this position, as we do know that Protoss early on with their zealots are really strong in here. So yeah, let's just see what BISU has prepared for us. It is a Protoss versus Zerg, so we will of course see some Corsair gameplay here by him. He's of course known to develop this build order for the Corsairs. Corsairs much needed just to harass your Zerg opponent against those overlords. As we see the second overlord here for Mizo and his spawning pool it is. So no fast expansion attempt in here by Mizo, even though the map will allow it, of course, as it is a 4 spawning location map in here, and a very early scout in here by BISU, not at a 2-minute mark, actually really at a 1 and 30-second minute mark in here, so really early scout in here for BISU. I think he really wishes to know, of course, where exactly his opponent is hiding, as his gateway is also finished in here. His pylon here into the main, no gas yet. Let's just check the Zerg. He's also going here for his expansion, but this will be really soon scouted here by BISU. The first Zergling, I believe it is, are also here in the making. So really nice job in here by Mizo with a very interesting build order in here, as he's now also finally sending out here his scout. In comes the probe, sees the spawning pool, sees the mining, sees the expansion, so he knows pretty much what he's up to. No expansion attempt yet here by BISU, and no cybernetic score here either, but as the minerals indicate to us, I think pretty soon BISU is of course going to go for his expansion really soon, as he did of course see this expansion here for Mizo, and a nice hidden expansion here at the, I believe it is the 11 o'clock position in here by Mizo. So really nice job in here. BISU of course not knowing yet about this, as we already see here the first zealot coming here, so but we did see some Zerglings in here. Or did I miss some action in here? Let's just check. One Zergling is about to come back home, and I believe more and more Zerglings are about to be finished in here by Mizo, but currently he's just taking some good damage in here, and one drone even might have been killed in here. So BISU doing a really nice economic harassment in here. Some drones are taking damage. A nicely parked zealot now here in the back, as the Zerglings will have to come here and surround him, but many Zerglings will fall of course. And yeah, here we go. The zealot is in trouble now. He's being surrounded. Nice micro in here by Mizo, as he's able to save those Zerglings and kill this one zealot in here. So really good job in here by him. He also has a nice mass in here by Zergling, so he might try a bust here through, as we have, I believe it is a cybernetic score and a wall in here by BISU. No forge yet out here by him, so no cannons are being able to be placed in here by him, as he's still doing some harassment with his zealots in here. This zealot of course is also buying time here for the expansion here for BISU, so BISU takes in counter to lose some zealots in here, but he also see this Hydralisk then, so this could be a very interesting point in here, as there's still no tier 2 upgrade here for Mizo, so he might try a bust in here by against BISU, as we now do have the tier 2 upgrade, but BISU still has no idea about this, so he might try to prepare some defenses in here, as this could be a cannon or a forge. Actually it is a cannon, given the fact that this Hydralisk then did sound the alarm clocks in here for BISU, so he really has to react, but it was just a fake attempt in here by Mizo, as he's changing into tier 2, so we might see some Mutalisk, we might see some Lurker gameplay here by him, but that nice Hydralisk then forcing here BISU to place this defensive cannon, even perhaps a second cannon here. Let's just check where his starport is. There is his starport a little bit delayed. He's also going for his weapon 1's upgrade in here, and the expansion here for BISU is also nicely mining. As we have passed the 5-minute mark in here, BISU still plays it defensively. He did fake here BISU into forcing him, thinking that there might be a bust with Zerglings and Hydralisk in here. And even BISU, look at that, he even places more and more cannons in here. So BISU is really expecting here a bust here through, but BISU doing a nice mind job in here, a nice mind trick in here, fooling here a little bit BISU into making him to think that soon there will be some Hydralisk with Zerglings coming here through, but no such thing, as we actually have the Spire in here. So this could be a straight transition into Mutalisk gameplay in here by BISU. BISU doing a really nice mind trick in here against BISU, a nice lesson if you're a Zerg against a Protoss. And look at how defensively BISU is still here, standing in his expansion point. There is his weapons 1 upgrades for the flying units, as the first Corsair is going straight into the main. So now finally BISU knows what exactly BISU is up to. He did invest some minerals into those cannons, so that was really nice trick in here by BISU, but in the end this Corsair giving now important vision in here for BISU, and also sniping this one Overlord in here. So nice job in here by BISU. He even might snipe this one in here, but as there are no Hydralisk in here for BISU, so BISU a little bit bad anti-air here for him, as BISU is also moving out here into this expansion point. But BISU already ready for that with some Sunkens in here, many Sunkens. And the bad part here from BISU is that he has actually no anti-air. He still is not going to make some anti-air. I guess he's waiting for his Spire to finish in here, as he's very likely to transition into some Scourges, into some Mutalisk in here. Those Sunkens are about to finish. They're really much needed in here, as so many Zealots are moving here forward. Finally, there are those Sunkens nicely being defended now by those Zerglings in here. And yeah, BISU has to retreat. However, he did some good economic damage in here, killing 3 drones, even 4 drones in here, and now even sniping some of those Zerglings in here. Let's just check if one weapons upgrade hasn't been done yet. So BISU once again is willing to lose those Zealots, but he did cause some good economic damage. And if you look at the worker count, BISU at 40 versus the 28 in here for the Zerg, and we have actually a good transition into Scourge here. Mass Scourge it is for BISU, very interesting. Perhaps he's just going to scout here a little bit. And yeah, what's the next point here from BISU? Let's just see what is he going for. We see some Mutalisk in here, so mass Scourges into Mutalisk. Very interesting strategy in here by BISU, very rare. But now we do have those 4 Mutalisk already out in here. But there's also nice 5 Corsairs in here by BISU, as he might already snipe in here this one Scourge, but now he's heading straight towards that Overlord. And I believe that Hydros would have been a much better option in here for BISU, but then again I'm sure he knows exactly what he's doing, as those Mutalisk are faster in here. But in come the reinforcements, so the Mutalisk taking so much splash damage in here. So really nice micro, but once again the real damage, the economic damage is being done here by those Zealots in here. So BISU is falling a little bit, but in the end he will hold. However, some mining time has been denied, and two drones have been killed in here as well. So BISU once again on the defense here a little bit, as we are closing it at a 10-minute mark in here. So many Scourges in here for him, as here we go, BISU is just going to hide here into his expansion point here. Those 3 cannons prove to be now valuable against those Scourges, and of course this one Archon with that splash damage, really good against those Mutalisk. Now much mobility here for BISU, as he will of course be able to snipe here this expansion attempt by BISU, and BISU even expanding here into this position. So BISU in a little bit of trouble. He has to stay back at home with his Corsairs. There's so many Scourges out. This Archon is very valuable here for him. Perhaps he's even going to add another Archon in here. We do have some High Templars in here. Archons of course with their splash damage. Just a perfect counter against those Scourges, just against those Mutalisk. And still no Hydralisk being made in here for BISU. He's just preparing here his defenses. And he's also nicely expanding in here. But in the end, BISU really wishing to expand here into this location. Did this one Archon really a great threat in here for those Mutalisk, for those Scourges. However, not that mobile as the flying units. And finally, here comes those Corsairs in here, 8 of them. So really nice job in here by BISU. Having this one Archon gives so much potential here for his Corsairs and high morality here for his army. So the Archon, let's just see if he's heading into a second Archon. There's that second Archon in here, giving so much splash damage, and we have a good engagement in here. Scourges are falling left and right. 2 Corsairs has fallen here as well, but so many Scourges have been sniped. And now things all of a sudden look really good in here for BISU with his Corsairs. Once again, he's going to snipe in here this one Overlord. BISU has expanded his wall, it looks really nice. But in come those Archons, and they have the 1 weapons upgrade in here. And once again, sadly for BISU, he's going to lose so many Overlords in here. And finally, the Scourges are nicely being spawned, but still the Corsairs are here, and they're very tanky with that 1 weapons upgrades. Goliaths, Archons are still alive in here, sniping those Tunkens in here with their Zealots, and the army fight in here is still going on. But those 5 Corsairs will be of course great against those hurted Mutalisk in here. And so much chaos once again is being dealt, and this one Archon once again is finally getting sniped, the second one as well, but the splash damage has been done and the chaos is still going on in here. So many drones will fall in here for BISU, as BISU is even heading into this expansion point. In the end he's going to be cleared, but he did good economic damage. 33 workers in here have fallen for BISU, so he's at 33 workers, and BISU also buying time here for his expansion, making those cannons in here, as once again he's moving out here with the Zealots. And I believe he even has some Corsairs here out on the map, or perhaps he did lose them. But very importantly, weapons 2 now upgrades for those Archons, and there are those Corsairs still alive. In come the Zealots in here, they will be intercepted, they should not be dealing so much damage in here. Still he's going to snipe 1 drone or 2, so really nice job in here by BISU. Once again affording to lose a Zealot or 2 in here just to deal so much economic damage in here against his opponent. 1 carapace upgrade in here, but in comes a very strong push in here by BISU with 8 Corsairs, with many Zealots, and that 2 weapons upgrades really strong in here for his Archons in here. So of course the Zerglings will be no match in here for this strong push in here. Finally the Scourges won't really take that good connections in here. Some Corsairs have fallen, but in the end so much damage, so much splash damage in here going out by BISU, as he's once again going to snipe so many here of these drones. So things look really hard now for BISU in here, as he's having to deal with those Zealots, even pulling those drones. In come the Mutalisk, but of course Archon with Corsairs, the perfect counter for that. So BISU in some serious trouble here against BISU's strong push with those Zealots, with those Archons. And also remember the 2 weapons upgrades here, really doing a great job in here for BISU. Those Mutalisk sadly can't do real damage in here, as there's so much hurt in here. And let's just see, is he able to kill those Corsairs? No, as BISU with a great micro in here is able to save them. And he is going to snipe those hatcheries. He's going to kill, he did kill so many workers. And yes, still Zerglings are coming in here through, but there won't be no match of course against this. And in the end of course BISU has to GG out in here. So nice tactic in here by BISU, doing a good counter with those Archons. 2 Archons, perfect counter against those Mutalisk, and the 3rd Archon in here. In the end, a nice early mind trick in here by BISU. Perhaps it would have been a better choice for him to go for Idolisk with Zerglings in here, but in the end he did transition into Mutalisk. And yeah, sadly for him it just didn't work out with those early Scourges, not getting those connections against those Corsairs in here. So nice game here by both players. Let's just check those stats really quick in case you guys are interested. Once again I'm going to be clicking left and right for you guys. Both players interesting at the same 8 PM in here. So yeah, clicking here left and right, many units killed by BISU in here, showing us the strength of Protoss against the Zerg. Also nice sniping going on in here by him against those Overlords, really giving him a good supply advantage in him for him. So yeah, once again guys, I hope you enjoyed. I'll be seeing you of course in the next replays. This is Tommy signing out.